Siemaneczko, witam was serdecznie. Jesteśmy troszeczkę do przodu, ale to jest sam początek.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
No, wypada się przedstawić. Będziemy się przedstawiać naszym koleżkom, zobaczymy. Kim jesteśmy, co robimy, po co tu w sumie jesteśmy. Ogólnie plan jest taki, żeby wszystkich tutaj zabić.
Can I help you? Oh, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow.
No,
Welcome to
siemaneczko.
Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry
Ogólnie jak
escort
będą
to school.
He was a
jakieś
friend of
dialogi,
Professor
coś,
Figgs who merely joined us for the ride.
to raczej nie
Still,
będę wam przeszkadzał.
impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
W tym pięknym oglądaniu. To było przerażające, ekscytujące przeżycie.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but
Dajcie
not
znać w
exactly what I
komentarzach,
was looking for. I'm
w
sure
jakim
you'll find out
formacie
soon enough.
chcecie.
But not
te
every spell
odcinki.
you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
I czy będzie wam się podobało?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
No, good luck. Od razu będziemy się uczyć zaklęć niewybaczalnych. Slytherin. Jak już widzicie, jesteśmy w Slytherinie.
Might want to think that again.
Tak.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you and Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Legendary. No, zobaczymy, zobaczymy.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
O proszę. O proszę.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Miło było cię poznać. Ten jakie ma oczy.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the
ślepy.
chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine.
Zobaczcie, że będę trochę
Don't be a
podsmarkiwał,
stranger.
ale jestem przeziębiony.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the
Dobra,
stairs.
profesor Weasley, jeszcze tutaj
Revelio.
zobaczyć, może coś się tutaj ciekawego dzieje. Zobaczmy, mogę użyć? Nie mogę. W następnych odcinkach pokażę wam sztuczkę pewną. Właśnie jak będziemy patrzeć przez te okna. Ale to w czasie dowiemy się. O, to
Revelio.
tak się jakoś świeci. Nie. Ciekawe. Tu co jest?
Appears I won't be going up there.
Kurde. Się oboli chłopak. To chyba jest dla kobiet. Przejście. Dobrze, nie idziemy. Mamy iść do pani, to idziemy. Spokojnie, ty nie śpiesz się. Natan. O, właśnie ta, nie wiem jak to jest. Ośmiornica. Co to jest w sumie? Ośmiornica, nie? No to ona będzie później. On wam pokaże. Dzień dobry, pani profesor.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Super. O,
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
ile
Thank you,
tutaj
Professor,
magii, co?
What do you mean it will keep track of
Więc
what I'm learning?
Hogwart.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Pani profesor, czy ja mogę to otworzyć? No, nie mogę.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Super.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
O.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what
Revelio.
details the field guide can provide?
Posąg Kelpi, strony przewodnika. Posąg ten przedstawia Kelpię, ziemnokształtnego demona, wodnego z Irlandii i Wielkiej Brytanii. Zwykle przyjmuje postać długowłosego konia największy Kelpie, jakiego kiedykolwiek odnotowano. To potwór z Loch Ness w Szkocji. Wow. Zobaczmy. Przewodnik. A, to jest to. Okej. Wyzwanie. Aha. W ten sposób. Dobrze. O, proszę. No dobrze. No dobrze. Halo?
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities
Już,
like
już, już,
that,
pani profesor,
inside
już.
and outside of the castle.
Witam was serdecznie, jestem z powrotem. Lekka przerwa. Zobaczmy. Co to jest? Co to jest? Zbierz strony przewodnika w Hogwarcie. Dobrze. Co tu dalej jest? Kolekcja. To dopiero początek. Tu będzie tego pełno. Mhm. Witaj w Hogwarcie. No witam. Podążaj za profesor. Dobrze, podążamy. Tak jak mamy, tak podążamy. O!
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Halo? Nie mogę otworzyć mapy? Mogę. Dobrze. Płomień fu. Wielkie schody. Aha. No dobrze. Ale my się raczej nie będziemy poruszać tym płomieniem, tylko będziemy... No i tak muszę podróżować. No dobrze. No dobrze. Niech tak będzie.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Super.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
No, tylko ja bym
Always
wolał...
something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
ten cały Hogwarts znać na pamięć.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both
Zakręt,
Charms
dobrze.
and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way
Pewnie,
here.
pani profesor. Dobrze. Może mi pani powiedzieć, czym
You
jest...
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
No pewnie, że tak wypijemy.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Dziękuję,
Thank you,
pani
Professor
profesor.
Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily,
Much to
your
learn.
professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging
Na
by
pewno.
your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I co?
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Profesor Weasley. Dobrze.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
No dobrze. Zaczynamy przez stałe główne misje. Dobrze. Okej. Zajęcia z zewnątrz może. Akcja.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Najważniejszy egzamin w sumie.
Revelio.
Fontanna w sali głównej. Bogato zdobiona fontanną z wiernie wyrzeźbionym posągiem mieszkańców magicznego świata, włączając w to kamienne syreny otaczające podstawę fontanny.
possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Ale jeszcze zobaczyć nie mogę. Aha, to są te ćmy. Jakieś ćmy. Dobrze. No dobrze, dobrze.
I've taken to studying for the day in our dormitory.
Bound to solve the riddle of the empty painting.
Hello, Lenora. Could you remind me what's so special about that empty painting?
It's not necessarily special, as far as I can tell. It's some sort of puzzle that I'm trying to work out. Have a look if you're of a mind. Perhaps you can spot a clue that I've missed.
Pewnie rzucimy na to okiem.
Someone's bound to solve the riddle of the empty...
Revelio.
Jeszcze nic chyba zrobić nie możemy. No dobrze. Udajmy się może do... Jak ćma to do ram... Aha. No widzicie, mamy tutaj jakąś ćmę zdobyć. Aby mieć ten... No dobrze. Aby ten obraz odnaleźć. Okej. Coś tu mamy jeszcze ciekawego? Misję. Nagroda wygląda... Aha. Dobrze. Sceny. Okej. Dobrze. Kończone. Odbierz nagrodę. Przepięknie. Kolekcja. Dzianie. Dobrze. Mamy dzianie. Wyposażenie. Byśmy mogli ubrać. Co tu mamy? Szal. My chyba szala nie będziemy ubierać, ale o, rękawiczki. Okularki? Nie, okularki nie. Akcesoria na głowę. Beret. Mamy berecik. Nie, berecika też nie ubieram. A to już patrzyliśmy. Tak, tutaj mamy to. No dobrze. No i to mamy. Dobrze. Okej. O, tu jest jakaś skrzynka.
Revelio.
Coś tu chyba jest. Skrzyneczka. Tam jest jakaś skrzyneczka.
Revelio.
Będziemy często dosyć używać te Revelio, aby no, odkrywać. Ale dobrze, że będziemy szli po akcję. Czy levioso? Lewej akcji mi się wydaje, że jak tak jest. Dobrze. Może po drodze coś będzie?
Revelio.
Oj, o widzicie. Już coś tutaj jest.
What are you up to now?
Ale jak to? Ja już mam to odblokowane, dobrze, dobrze. Tędy idziemy, tak. Na górę, dobrze.
Afraid of a staircase? Catch bees!
Revelio.
Coś tutaj jest. Dzwoni. Ale co, nie wiadomo. Tutaj chyba gryf jest. Prawda? Albo hipogryf. Patrz. Ej. Tu jest coś.
Revelio.
Tylko, że ja tego nie widzę. Może to jest na dole? Bardzo możliwe, ale nic. Pójdźmy sobie tędy. Wieża obrony przed czarną magią.
I've always said that travel broadens.
Revelio.
O, kotek. Hej, kotko. Pokaż cała siatko.
Talk about this?
Na górze coś mamy. No tak. Musimy iść na górę. Dobrze. To pójdziemy.
Revelio.
Professor Roman tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
There seems so
Some
little
of us
about
don't necessarily
Oh.
want
One
him to
day
get back to
someone
the
will write a
lesson.
book on them.
Last time I saw your Dragonite gloves was in the vegetable patch in the greenhouse.
Gdzie my jesteśmy? Tutaj. Do akcji. No dobrze, pójdziemy.
Almost fainted trying to harvest a puffer pod the other
Rozpoczynamy
day.
misję.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
O,
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, You all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
No dobrze. Rozpoczynamy. Mamy akcję. Dobrze.
Accio.
That is not bad.
Akcję.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
Pewnie.
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Też miałem takiego nauczyciela, który zaprowadzał nas właśnie na dwór. Lepiej się człowiek uczył wtedy na dworze, niż w tych klasach siedzieć, nudzących, śmierdzących. Oj.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
O, będziemy walczyć. No dobrze.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Dawaj, no.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm. Excellent control there. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them. That's it! Splendid!
Jestem najlepszy.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Ona nie ma żadnych szans.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
O, no nie. Naprawdę?
Yes!
Accio.
Mogę dać.
Excellent.
Let us see this.
Oj, nie, ja się zaraz wykluczę.
There we go. Quite impressive. Watch this.
Ale mnie zablokowała, ty.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
That's it! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
ja muszę z nią wygrać, no bez przesady.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Dawaj, Nac.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Lisa.
Nacaj. Dawaj. Bu. Haha. Dobrze. No to teraz ja.
Accio.
Oj, nie.
Stay focused.
Here we go.
O.
There we go.
No i chyba przegraliśmy.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
No przegraliśmy.
Accio.
I will get you back for that.
Przegraliśmy.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
O jedną za dużo. No, było blisko. Ale następnym razem się odpłacimy.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if
A
you're
word,
so inclined.
if you would.
Well,
You
you'd be
wanted
using
to
it
speak
on
with me,
clothing,
Professor?
to be precise.
I did. I
You know
trust
some
your
folk
first
humans.
charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Super. Cieszę się. O! Mamy drugi poziom. Super.
Hello there. You're the new
Rebellion.
student, aren't you?
Tam też jest na górze. O, Samantha.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
No dobrze. O. Mam cię.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
No dobrze. Jakie teraz mamy zadanie? Misja. Pokaż. A jakieś poboczne mamy, czy nie mamy? Główne. Zadania, relacje, wszystkie. No tak, nie mamy. Tą zagadkę chciałbym. Poszerzenie. Ofensywa. No dobra. No dobrze, niech to będzie. Chciałbym tą zagadkę znaleźć. O! Pokaż mi szczególnie historię. Dobrze. Dobrze. Kolekcja. Co to jeszcze jest? Okej. No to... rozważanie. Tu mamy... A to jest jako chyba wygląd. Mi się wydaje. Chociaż mogę się mylić. No dobrze. To ruszajmy z tą przygodą.
In the Goblin Rebellion of 1750.
No jesteśmy tutaj. Połowa siódma. O ja. Ile tutaj tego jest? I ja. Ale to jeszcze nas wiele czeka. Dobrze, dobrze. Tak, w takim bądź razie. Jesteśmy tu.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flat?
To jest zagadka.
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor
Przeciwieństwo.
Black.
3, 0 daje 0. Czyli będzie tutaj to. A tutaj będzie ten. Cyk, mamy. Haha.
Revelio.
O, skrzyneczka. Rękawice, zielone paski. I co tu jeszcze jest? Siedlisko. Super. Wszystko? Wszystko. Ale jestem mistrzem.
Revelio.
As far as I can see, the only potion I've learned is sleeping drunk.
O, skrzyneczka. Tutaj to jest eksploracja, to nie jest, że tam porywam czy coś, to jest eksploracja po prostu. O, gdzie wylądujemy? Tu. Dobrze. O, kotek. Sympatycznie.
I swear we'd be more uplifted in potion if we were taught by dementors.
O, jaki piękny koteczek. Dobrze, ja bym ogólnie poszedł do chociaż wyposażenia. Możemy zobaczyć sobie, co tu ma ciekawego. Ofensywa. Dobrze, bierzemy. Super. Kolekcja. Eksploracja. To tam. Dom twoje, gdzie serce twoje. Dobrze, dobrze. Wybrałbym misję, gdzie właśnie ta misja nam się bardzo przyda. Ona jest mega ciekawa.
Revelio.
Szkielet Felka Wróżebnika. Dobrze. To szkielet irlandzkiego feniksa zwanego Auguery. Niesamowicie nieśmiałego ptaka potrafiącego przeprowadzić nadejście deszczu. O proszę. Jego smutny śpiew przypowiadał też podobno śmierć. Ciekawe, ciekawe. No dobrze. Jak tutaj już jesteśmy, to no nie będę co ukrywał.
Revelio.
O. Czekaj. Halo.
Revelio.
Dobrze. O. Dobrze, dobrze. Schodzimy na dół. Zobaczymy, o co tak naprawdę chodzi. No to może
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What?
Revelio.
Oh, that's class, that is.
Portret Louisa. Obraz ten przedstawia portret młodego czarodzieja, sieroty i Louisy, który ocalił całą wieś przed armią dementorów i czarnoksiężnikiem Rachidanem, rzucając msiego patronusa. O proszę. No dobrze. O! Tutaj chyba jeszcze...
Revelio.
Fontanna z wiwerną. Ta fontanna na dziedzińcu transmutacji ma na szczycie podobiznę wiwernę i służy jako relaksujące miejsce spotkań uczniów. Pomimo plotek, prawdopodobnie zapoczątkowanych przez Sir Godogana, z pewnością nie jest to wiwierna z Waje, którą rycerz to niespodziewanie dla siebie pokonał. No dobrze, dobrze. Pójdźmy z tą ćmą, bo jestem naprawdę ciekaw. O, co tu było? Proszę, tutaj coś też mamy. O, tu.
Revelio.
O.
Accio.
Tu też coś mamy. Ile tego, jej. Dobra, teraz tak. Krab. Gdzie mamy tutaj krab? Aha, to jest krab i to. Czyli musi być ośmiornica. Nie, tutaj nie może być ośmiornica. A to 11 i ten. 11, 21, 10. Pająk. Pająk. I chyba tam. Tutaj musi być ośmiornica, tak? No zobaczmy. Chyba tutaj coś. Nie, bo to już to jest. Nie. Dobrze, dobrze. Tutaj damy tego właśnie. Ja nie wiem, czy on też już nie łapie. A nic, nie wiem. Na pewno to odnaj... O! Proszę.
I never feel fear.
Revelio.
Gdzie jest ta ćma?
Hogwarts hasn't been the same since Black took over. For us, we have...
Ciekawe. Gdzie może być ta ćma, co? Co mówicie?
I've no doubt that Black will be remembered as the worst headmaster Hogwarts has ever had. No ability to have a reform.
Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
O!
That spot must be a clue.
O, proszę.
I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
O, proszę.
Professor Weasley.
I cyk.
Revenge. I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Idźmy do Luny. Luna? Chyba tak miała na imię. Nie, Lenora.
Lenora,
Przepraszam.
I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Nie mogę.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Mead, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
She's gone.
The moth! I should have seen that.
O, dostaliśmy coś. Super. Dobrze, na tym zakończymy ten odcinek. Użyjemy sobie fontanny. I do miłego do zobaczenia. Trzymajcie się. Hej, hej.